The woman who set fire to a pride flag in New York has been identified and charged with a hate crime. So now, you may remember this woman. She is Angelina Cando, 30 years old, and was arrested on charges of arson, criminal mischief, and reckless endangerment. All of them, of course, are being treated as hate crimes. So what happened is that on at 1:30 a.m. Monday morning this week, she had gotten out of her SUV, lit a pride flag on fire in front of the Little Prince restaurant, and then drove off. Now, funny enough, the flag had also made fun of Donald Trump's slogan, Make America Great Again, by saying, Make America Gay Again, which, hell yeah, based.
We have to keep our country gay.
So, nonetheless, this hateful bigot lit that flag on fire and was videotaped doing so. I showed you the tape when I reported the story initially. But there's more details. Apparently, she has a history of homophobic and violent actions, according to people who knew her, as well as previous arrest reports. So, this lady, Cando, a bit infamous. So let's do it. A local building superintendent who had worked about a half mile from where she had lived described her as quote unquote crazy, which is something that you're going to hear a lot. Another neighbor referred to her as that crazy girl, told the New York Daily News that she had knocked on his door a couple of weeks ago when she was freaking out. Everybody in that building knows her. Oh, that's lovely. Now, I mentioned history of violence and bigotry. So now let me give you her arrests. Cando was arrested on January 30th for an incident involving a 67-year-old relative inside their apartment. Police said that she had thrown objects like plates and glasses, struck him with a guitar, and which led, of course, to charges of assault, criminal mischief, as well as criminal obstruction of breathing. So basically, she was allegedly choking this individual. That victim had suffered cuts in the attack, and she ended up being facing 9 charges from assault to harassment in the case. Now, you might be wondering, with this history of violence, why is she out on the street? Well, apparently she was released without bail after her arraignment in Manhattan criminal court. She was also arrested again afterwards on February 2nd for threatening a man with a knife inside of a pizzeria. A criminal court complaint recounted that Cando was coming at the man while waving the knife. And, of course, there was a temporary restraining order that was issued in that case. She was charged with menacing, weapons possession, and harassment, but was again released without bail after appearing in court. So, look, this lady, she's got serious issues, and I'm not saying that she has mental issues. I am saying, though, that she's very violent, apparently very bigoted, and should not be out on the streets. Look, I'm a proponent of bail reform. No bail for nonviolent crimes. I draw the line at violent crimes. When you assault people, as she clearly has done in the past, and then, by the way, goes on to commit what I would consider to be arson, that could get people hurt. Remember, there were people inside of that building. People had to be evacuated from the apartment around the restaurant, from their homes at 1:30 in the morning, because this lady got triggered by a pride flag. I think if you're, doing arson or violence, especially in the process of committing hate crimes, look, that crosses a line with me. I'm sorry. She does not need to be walking around the public. Now, I hope this time she will get some sort of consequences for her actions, so that she cannot harm anyone else, threaten anyone else, or anything else like that. But again, I'm not sure. Maybe the fact that this is now high profile, she might actually get some sort of consequences.